Well, welcome back, everybody. Um, this is our second episode of 2020 on the D&D podcast. You know me, Dallas, and my co-host
Dante.
here, Dante. So, we talked about Ole Miss last week, and we're going to talk about their counterpart who won the Egg Bowl and got their coach fired, but they got a they got a home run hire? We don't know. But anyway, Mississippi State. So, Mike Leach, as you all know, he's the head coach. He's the second most talked about coach in SEC because Lane Kiffin, of course, is number one talked about. But
Mr. Kiffin.
there's a few topics that I want to talk about first.
Dive right into that.
So Mike Leach only retained one guy from Joe Moorhead's staff. It's Tony Hughes, associate head coach. Well, this is going to be his role for Mike Leach, is associate head coach, the Nickelbacks coach. That's what he was for Joe Moorhead. Hughes said Mike Leach is very businesslike. If he gives you a job, he expects you to do it, yada, yada, yada. But his overall role for Mike Leach is just going to be recruiting. Even though he's coached Super Bowl champs like Fletcher Cox, Chris Jones, he coached great players like Darius Slade.
Wow.
And he's only going to be recruiting.
So you got a guy that you was like, hey, just be over for recruiting. That's it. Just go recruit guys.
Which
To go to
it
Mississippi
shows
State.
that he has a lot of respect for the guy, but let him coach the defense.
That ain't happening. That ain't happening. That is not happening at all. But do you think, like, before you get into your topics, do you think Mike Leach is the guy for State? Like, did they just hire him just to hire him and say, oh, we can't get nobody?
I think it on paper it's a good fit when you think Mike Leach, Mississippi State. They need somebody like they needed a top name.
Yeah, after Dan Mullen left and went to Florida.
They're trying to replicate what Dan Mullen did at Mississippi State.
Dan Mullen. People forget Mississippi State was once upon a time ranked one in the country when Dan Mullen was there. At Alabama, we came in there and just shut that down.
Oh yeah.
So, I think if
they beat everybody,
if you're the AD, that's what you're hoping for. But the jury to me is still out on Mike Leach. I'm not a Mike Leach fan or anything. I don't know, what he. I mean, I probably watched maybe like one or two games, but the jury is still out on Mike Leach.
For me, Mike Leach, I'm a big offensive guy, as everyone knows, as he knows, and so I'm a big fan of Mike Leach. I'm also a big fan of Lane Kiffin. So, like this, to me, I'm excited to see what he's going to do because I used to watch Washington State games because the quarterback's transferring in from Washington State, and he was leading the league in passing last year. They did a whole lot of passing. They couldn't stop a whole lot of people, but I watched one game, which you need to go back and watch it. UCLA and Washington State. Chip Kelly and Mike Leach coaching against each other. That game went into 2 overtimes and it ended 72-74, and Chip Kelly won. It's crazy. Back and forth.
Okay. So I know they fired Joe Moorhead, but this is my thing about these coaches signing these contracts. You fired Joe Moorhead because, I mean, what was the reason? You really didn't even give him time to recruit. You didn't give him time to get his guys in there. You didn't give him time to develop the quarterback that he wanted. But at the end of the day, you fire the guy for practically saying, okay, you did a crappy job, get the hell out.
I believe they fired Joe Moorhead because they thought he didn't know what SEC football was. Or how football is in the South.
But you practically... Okay, when you go to an interview, right? Just say you're going to an interview. You don't want... y'all were gonna waste your time. So you get the job, you get fired after your first year. You gonna feel a little bit pissed off, ain't you? So why Joe Moorhead's got to be saying, why did you waste my time interviewing me and giving me the job, knowing you're gonna fire me, man?
I mean, yeah. They didn't give him enough time. I actually like Joe Moorhead.
Yeah, but
Joe Moorhead pretty good.
But you gonna give? I bet you gonna give Joe Moorhead time. I bet you gonna give him more than 1 year.
You mean Leach?
Leach.
Yeah.
You gonna give Leach my fault. I don't want to disrespect his name, but you're gonna give.
And
give
they
Leach.
also looked at what he's done, what Leach has done at Texas Tech. I mean, we got fired. He's only coached 2 teams. Looks like Texas Tech and Washington State. But he led the league in all. He led the league in all kind of. He didn't coach Patrick Mahomes, by the way. That was Cliff. He's coaching Kyler Murray right now, so the Cardinals will be good next year, probably. But moving on from Moorhead. Moorhead had a whole lot of controversy, which I listened to a lot of podcasts about Moorhead and but talking about the defense.
Oh my Lord!
They got Zach Arnett from San Diego State. He coached the linebackers from San Diego State last year, and he's running 3.35, like you said. What do you think about 3.35 defense? It's like the 4.25, but it's different.
Yeah, it's a different scheme because practically, I think the mindset is that he's going in is this, and I'm using this because you're the offensive guy and I'm more the defensive guy. So I'm going to counter you. If you're going to spread it out, if you're going to spread me out, I'm going to go 5. I'm going to basically put 5 DBs. I'm going to have 3 linebackers, not can just, rush the passer, but cover. And I'm going to have 3 down linemen that can, pray that 1 or 2 of them can get the quarterback. So basically, he's countering the spread, saying, okay, guys, you're going to have to throw, like he's saying quarterbacks, you're going to have to throw in tight windows like this. Like a box. So that's basically what he's saying. Like, you're going to have to throw the ball in tight windows.
And quotes from him at the press conference that he had, he said he looks to get several different sets from the defense and maximize the athleticism, bringing the safeties up to put them in a linebacker spot, bringing the linemen up in the coverage. So that means that you're going to have your linemen, if your lineman's going to drop back in the coverage, then they're going to have to lose some weight or be faster.
But that's the thing of the
3.35.
3.35 is it. Okay, you can't. If you're going, let's say you have a small safety, you're gonna put a small safety on a really quick guy on offense because you're gonna take advantage of that.
Oh yeah.
You like that. I don't think a 3.35 work unless you have to have the athletes and the players to do it.
I mean, that's what he's looking for. That's what he's looking for. I don't know if he's got it, but
because if the 3.35 doesn't work, what do you go to? Do you go 3.4? 4.3?
I mean, just say like Mississippi State going up against a Jalen Waddle or going up against Devontae Smith or somebody who's fast or Schwartz or Seth Williams or hell, could they even stop Bo Nix?
Yeah, so basically, if I'm thinking this right, if I'm in his head, I'm basically saying, okay, you can run the football on me, but you're not gonna be able to throw. Because he's saying,
Well,
Okay,
he's
the
gonna load the
SEC
box. If they're
SEC
trying
is
to try to-
pass happy, but I'm gonna put 5 DBs out here, and if you try to throw the ball, I got a better chance than you throwing it to. You gonna practically throw it in double coverage because I got 5 DBs. Don't know how it's gonna work, but I hope it does. But I don't think this scheme.
I've seen it been done before. I've seen people drop the linebacker into coverage, drop the deep. Auburn used to do it when Ellis Johnson was there, and Carl Lawson just dropped back into coverage every time.
Yeah.
Or when Will Muschamp was there. Will Muschamp ran some type of that where he had a buck defender. He would drop back in coverage, but
I would suggest now if this
South
was
Carolina runs some of that. That's why they stopped Georgia.
yeah, but it to me like a 3-5 is something that you would run in high school. For those type high school and little league on down, but I don't think a 3-5 can work. Not especially not in the SEC.
Which people were talking about on the defensive side, it's very easy to learn. On the offensive side, you're gonna get a lot of different looks, so you don't know unless you're.
Because if you check down, let's just say you're Auburn, I'm Mississippi State. So you know you're gonna check down. So I'm gonna check out of what I am and check into something new. But I don't it's hard to see a 3-3-5 working in this league. I just don't know about that. And Mike Leach believes in this guy for him to say we're gonna run a 3-3-5 defense.
Really, I mean, it's funny that Clint Kingsbury was Mike Leach's quarterback at Texas Tech, but really Mike Leach isn't really worried about stopping anybody. He's just worried about outscoring people. When you look at his track record of how many points he's scored over the years, 70, 72, 55. Do you honestly think Mike Leach is going to be able to score 70 points on the SEC team?
No. See, this what goes back to. Oh yeah, I'm glad you said that because this is gonna lead me into something I've been wanting to say. The SEC is different from where you come from. The Pac-12 ain't in the Pac-12. Pac-12 you can run the scoreboard up, but they play no defense. You come to the SEC to where, like I said, you have to stop somebody.
And that's not their fault. The Pac-12 can't get the athletes like the SEC can.
I mean, you have to stop somebody in SEC. You're not going to be able to score a ton of points and be like, okay, defense, you're going to have to stop somebody. That's what I'm saying. Like, is a 3-3-5 going to stop somebody? So that's, I mean.
Depends on what they're running.
Exactly. That's a fair point. But I don't see it, man. That's why I question this hire. Like, did Mike Leach just take this job because he wanted to come to the SEC? Or did he just take this job and say, you know what, I'm tired of what I'm doing here at Washington State. I want to go to the SEC. I feel like if Vanderbilt would have called, he would have went to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, Mike Leach, you know. But I mean, what he's been saying, he seems like he really wants to coach them because of what he said. I listened to his team meeting.
Well, he must see something in these guys to be like, I want to come here, but I don't think you're going to get the Dan Mullen type of years.
But the thing about it is they got 5 people coming back on offense from last year, which I didn't wrote all of them down. I wrote 3 of them down. And they got 5 coming back on defense. They got 1 transferring in from Washington State. The guy that led the league in passing yards, it wasn't Joe Burrow. It was the quarterback for Washington State. I don't know how. He didn't throw as many touchdowns as Joe Burrow did, but he had a lot of passing yards. He had a lot of rushing yards too.
At heart.
Okay, so talking about the offense that Mike Leach is looking at what he did at Texas Tech. He's got a hell of a damn track record. He coached so many damn people that's Michael Crabtree, Wes Welker, Cliff Kingsbury, B.J. Simmons, Graham Harrell, and he was the offensive coordinator and broke 42 and 116 offensive records at Kentucky. So that's what they're looking at because he's been in the SEC before.
Well, yeah, the resume looks good. Like I said, I'm not a Mike Leach guy.
And if you're a team like Mississippi State,
you'll take anything. You'll take $150.
I mean, Chad Morris went to. They didn't. Obviously, they didn't take anybody because they didn't take Gene Chizik. But like I said, what I really
would you would have hired if you were lady?
Mike Leach.
Yeah. Well, I put you on the spot.
Probably. Yeah, if I look at his track record. But I asked him why he got fired from so many jobs.
Okay. Let's say you got Mike Leach and Gene Chizik, right? You got Gene Chizik that knows how to coach, and he's got a national championship. But Joe Moorhead's got a good track record. Who you going
Leach.
Leach. Wow.
Moorhead Leach. But I would actually give Joe Moorhead a shot as he was in it too. But Leach, Gene Chizik, I would give him a second chance.
Yeah, Gene Chizik is playing. Why hasn't a team really looked at Gene Chizik? I don't get it, bro. Like Gene Chizik is a damn good coach.
Because I know he said he wanted to step away from coaching to be on SEC Network, which I love him on the network. He's one of my favorite analysts. But I know he wants to get back into coaching. He can't stop talking about it. He can't stop talking about it. I mean, he wants to get back into SEC especially.
Yeah. So
he also came out in an interview and said he wished he was part of that 2013 team that went to the national championship. But anyway, Mike Leach. It looks very promising because he has Kylan Hill come back at running back, who led the league. He led the league at one time in rushing, but he finished third. Rushed for 1,350 yards rushing, 10 touchdowns. He had an injury, but he came back, and they lost to Louisville. That's what got Joe Moorhead fired. But they could have beat LSU last year.
Wow.
They could
they could have. They were in the game. But let's talk about the schedule here now, because listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. Just listen to this. I ain't even gonna spoil
finishing the season. I have Mississippi State finishing the season 8-4. They're winning. Hold on. Where's the schedule at? Excuse me, people.
Excuse me, while Dallas is trying to find the schedule. All right, let me.
The first 4 games I have them winning. New Mexico State, NC State, Arkansas, Tulane. Those are all winnable. Then they get into the SEC schedule, and I have them losing all. Let's see, I have them losing A&M, Mississippi State, LSU, Auburn. So they're winning 4 straight and they're losing 4 straight. But after that, I think they can win out after that.
So if you're looking at...
Then you got the Kiffin Bowl where they play Lane Kiffin.
So if you're looking at... My fault again.
That's going to be tough for them at the end.
Well,
they got to play Lane Kiffin.
If you're looking at... you're saying that they're losing A&M, they're losing Alabama, they're losing LSU, and they're losing Auburn.
Because they got to go to LSU.
So...
They got to go to...
Missouri.
Oh, we got to go to...
Missouri, Kentucky, Alabama A&M, and then the Egg Bowl. But... So to me, it's really going to come down... To me, the only 2 games I'm looking at, for them, like, if they're going to lose 4 straight, they're going to have to probably win one out of the 2 out of Missouri and Kentucky, which they're both winnable. But I like Kentucky though. I think Kentucky is a damn good football team, and we don't give them enough credit.
If Gatewood plays next year, he's gonna do something special. I already know.
But like, and then like I don't was like Kelly Brown wasted a year going into Missouri, but I'm not confident in Missouri.
If he would have went, I know we're getting off subject. If he would have went to Auburn or anywhere else, would he?
Kelly Bryant? Mm-hmm. Yes. If Kelly Bryant would have said, okay, I'm going to go. I wish Kelly Bryant would have said, you know what, I'm going to go somewhere to where I have a chance to win a national championship. Auburn would have been, I think Auburn would have been a really great spot. But at the same time, when I look at it, I think Gus off subject again. Mm-hmm. But I think Gus probably would have still went bowl games. But I'll talk about that at a later date.
If he did, then we might as well run him out of town and pitchfork. But that's all I got for my notes.
But I got a question. Let's just say out of the A&M, Bama, LSU. Okay, I'm gonna make an argument. I'm gonna make an argument, make a case here. Let's say they beat LSU.
Okay.
And they Auburn comes in and just does what they know how to do best, blows them out. And let's say they beat Missouri, beat Kentucky, beat A&M,
beat Ole Miss,
and beat Ole Miss. That's a Jordan Moorhead, like he's looking at these 4 games and saying, out of those 4 games, can I steal a game? And I think his best chance to steal a game will be against LSU. That will be his best chance.
A&M, if Kellen Mond,
Yeah, if
A&M would be
could be, and then if they beat A&M and LSU, and then lose to Alabama, Auburn, but went out, that's a damn good year.
Another thing about A&M, we're getting off of A&M, but they're gonna try to prove something next year.
Yeah, they got to. They got
Jimbo.
Because
He's got to do something, or he'll be coaching at Auburn. So.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Jimbo making $75 million a year. If
he'll be coaching
he gotta do something. He gotta do something. But I see where Dallas is coming from with 8-4. I see the logic. I see the thinking in it. But I'm gonna say this about Mississippi State. I do got them playing in the bowl game. I will say that I guarantee that they will play in a bowl game. And I want to say, out of those 4, I will say they beat. I'm gonna go this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say they beat A&M and LSU. Out of those 4.
Okay, so you got them going 10-2. If they do, that'll be 10-2.
Yeah, that'd be.
They only lose to Auburn and Alabama then.
Yeah,
that's what I got them going.
So 10. If
Dante's got them going better than I do, and he's looking at me like I was crazy.
I'm saying if they play right, if everything goes like I'm saying, because like I said, I'm not a big believer in Kelly Mond. I don't know what LSU's. I don't even know who's gonna be their starting quarterback. And okay, we know, can Alabama play defense? Can Auburn score? What's going on with Missouri? Is Kentucky the team?
Gateway gonna play?
Is Kentucky?
So the SEC as a whole next year is a big question mark.
Yeah, it's a question mark. I got a question for every team. and
that's why we're doing this series. So if you want to watch, we're doing every team. We done Ole Miss, which that's on another video. We're doing Mississippi State. And what is going to be our next team we talked about?
Wow. You know what? I'm going to do this.
You can pick them.
I'm going to do this. Since you got 2, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to pick this team that I think they can play with the big dogs. They proved it last year. Get ready. Let's take a trip. Let's take a trip down to The Carolinas. Let's do South Carolina.
One of my second favorite SEC teams because I like Auburn. I like South Carolina ever since Spurrier was there, and I like Will Muschamp. So we got Spurrier. I mean, we got Muschamp to talk about. I wish Steve Spurrier was still coaching. I wish he was coaching the XFL.
Let's talk about South Carolina, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go take a trip to South Carolina.
And I mean, I was going to talk about XFL, but we can talk about that later. I wish
You can dive into
I
it.
wish Spurrier was coaching the XFL. Gus would be great in the XFL. I mean, but we'll talk about all that later. And that's all we got for y'all. So peace out, be safe, like, subscribe, share, comment, follow us. You know what to do.
See ya.